What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of You Heard What I Said podcast, where we discuss real, raw conversations about life, love, relationships, and the lessons we've learned. We're back. Christmas is over, and we're here once again, with my main one, Kion. What's going on?
What's up? Ho, 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 mo. What's up, precious?
Nothing much. Usually I don't typically say, Christmas. I don't really celebrate. Usually I'll say happy holidays, so kind of let it slip today, but that's all right. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays to everyone as well. Yes.
Yeah. How was it? Did you enjoy?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it wasn't like being a kid.
Right.
Or it wasn't like having little kids, where you gotta stay up all night putting the bikes together. So or trying to fit down the chimney,
God.
It was good. We had it was peaceful, good, enjoyed the food, enjoyed the company. It was good. What about you?
Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I'm like you. I haven't celebrated like in years. But the rest of the family, they do. It's just me. I'm the eyeball out, and so it was definitely a late start. My child was taking some family pictures, so there was, the grandbaby was there, then they was running around. Then they came back later, opened up, some gifts or whatever. And then I headed out with some friends to go see the Color Purple movie. So, yeah, I was outside.
You were outside, then went back inside to watch the movie.
That part.
Yeah. How was it? How was the movie?
It was really, really good. The theater was packed, sold out. It was raining, so like trying to find a parking space because the theater's packed. Yeah, so you're getting all wet and everything. But the movie was great. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. I'll definitely go back and see it again. So.
Now, do you remember seeing the first one?
It's funny because as I'm sitting amongst the group of women, I'm like, and they're like repeating lines, and I'm like, do I remember that? So I should have been back and watched.
Were they repeating lines during the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's funny because typically when I'm like at home, I'm like, okay, like stop talking, through the movie. But when I'm there, but when you're actually there and you already have all the other distractions anyway, it kind of makes it a little bit more enjoyable. So I was running my mouth too. We all running mouth, And my good friend and her bestie, they weren't sitting next to each other, so they were, clapping to each other like the movie. It was hilarious. So
it was one of those. Okay, all right.
Yeah, it was emotional, but it was really, really good. It was a good movie. Yeah, I'll definitely go back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was pretty
heading
much
to the
my
theater
weekend.
soon. I'll probably watch it soon.
Yeah, and it was a lot of people where they were like groups of people. It wasn't too many where it was just like two here, two there. And a lot of theaters sometimes they don't really check everything. So as I'm looking like to my right, even though I know it's different with me just looking at it because I did look to my left, but I actually looked to my right, guys. Just a little flip screen. But it was like this one.
All right, I got it now.
Right. This one guy, bless you, was sitting on the floor watching a movie. He was sitting on the floor with the baby. So I'm like, did he have a seat? Did he purchase a ticket? Did he just come on in? Wasn't none of my business because he wasn't sitting in my seat. So
are you sure y'all wasn't outside at a drive-through or drive-in?
Look. I have no idea because I was like, where did he come from? So, hey, it was funny because I actually had an extra seat, but yeah, people were definitely bringing people in because I'm looking and we're looking at our seats and I'm like, wait a minute, we should have had an extra one because I didn't return all the extras. I kept one so we could have like a little bit of space. You know me and my germs, but we ended up filling up the whole row. So I'm like, okay, somebody and took some seats, but it was cool. It was whatever. I wasn't at the end. So.
So you saw the back door open next to the screen, huh?
Exactly. But
that's just me. No. That's cool. I'm glad. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad the movie was good. I'm glad you had a chance to hang out with your friends and enjoy it on the 25th.
Exactly. So. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like, on the 25th, they'd be like, "What?" I'm like, "Come on, y'all. Y'all know. Y'all know what the 25th is." Well, yeah. So look, we gonna get into it, and today we doing another round of these hot topics. I know everybody wants to know what we're thinking, what we're feeling about all certain situations. So let's just get into it, and let's start it off with washcloth or rag. Which one would you say? Like, if you had to use them, or which one do you use? First off, which word do you say? Then, do you use? Well, which one do you use, or do you use any of them at all?
Yeah, that's funny because you said washcloth or rag. I'm like, isn't that the same thing?
Well, they are, but some people, some people say washcloth, some people say rag, some people just say towel. So
the question is, do I say washcloth or rag, or is that the question?
Yeah, the question is kind of a multi-question, because once I asked one, it made me think of another. So, which one do you say? Which one do you use?
Okay, awesome. All right, I say washcloth. Okay. And nowadays I use something else.
Okay.
My mind just went blank. I can't remember it.
Like a loofah?
Or 1A. Do we call it a loofah? Or do we call it a sponge?
Okay.
So A, I say washcloth, but I use a sponge.
Okay.
So I use that. And then, all right, go ahead. What about you? Do I have a 1C?
Okay. Okay, well, I say washcloth as well. I think we grew up just saying the washcloth, and I use a washcloth.
Okay.
So now, what's your 1C? Because I'm curious about this.
Bar soap or liquid, or like the liquid body wash.
I am a bar soap person, and it's probably because I use the washcloth. But if I use something else, I think a liquid would be better. Like if I use the sponge or the loofah, something like that, a liquid would be better. But no, I use a bar soap. Okay. Using that Dove. I know that wasn't part of the question, but
shout out to Dove. Hint.
Right, Dove. Let's go. Use you faithfully.
That's cool. All right.
Exactly. Okay. So let's get into the next one. And this one doesn't, well, I mean, I guess it could possibly pertain to me, but mainly to, I guess, guys or whatever. But do you prefer boxers or briefs?
100% the boxers. Oh, wait, I take that back. 100% boxer briefs.
Yeah.
Okay. So a combination. I don't like them too loose, but they can be restricting my my high pitched voice. Put it like that. So definitely boxer briefs. I don't want to go high pitch.
Yeah, I prefer a guy who wears boxer briefs. So yeah, I'm along with that one.
Yeah, we could do a 2B. We could do briefs or thongs.
Oh, as far as okay. We going there. I went to go visit our aunt. I know we in the midst of these questions, but we were talking about the podcast when I went to go visit her and drop off gifts to the babies. And she was like, y'all be going in. And she was like, the baby's all grown up. She was listening to some of the stuff, and I'm like, I probably know the exact episode that she's talking about. So, yes, Auntie, you probably gonna get some more today.
We know you probably changed. We know you changed our diapers, but
right.
We have a little life that we've lived so far.
Yeah, just
and we like to share it to the world.
Okay, so we go in there. As far
We
as
go in there. Or you could either yourself, so you can either be personal, or you can think what you've heard from friends.
Okay, so as far as the guy, just me personally, I prefer boxer briefs or just nothing. So that's that. And as far as me, I mean, I might wear a thong for show, but it's not for comfort. Just for show.
So for show, so meaning, elaborate.
Meaning that.
And I'll follow up with something you said as well that may embarrass me, but
before you say that, let's stop. You're about to get me into it, and I gotta take a drink. So let's do a cheers real quick. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
Okay. So it's specifically for foreplay, for preparing. It is not to be worn all day long like that. So no, I'm not trying to do it.
Thanks for clarifying, because I didn't know if it was like you see on some shows or whatever where they got the shorts halfway down, and
right?
The thong is sticking. I didn't know if you're talking about something like that where you specifically showing it.
Nah, I got too much back there. That's uncomfortable.
And then as for me, we say or nothing.
Right.
The over 25 plus 25 club. You can't. From personal experience, you really can't do that because the prostate doesn't hold in the urine as much as it used to. We
are going there.
I say nah, not anymore. Maybe back in the day.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Big A.
We are going there. I do have a lot of friends, as females, we talk, and a lot of them will not wear anything, underneath. And that's never been me. It's been like a little uncomfortable, for me not to wear anything as I'm getting dressed, but except at night, because stuff do gotta breathe. So that's about it. And we gonna stop. We gonna stop right there, and we gonna go into the next one. Oh my goodness! Let's see if this next one gets a little lighter.
All right, we'll tone it down. All right, we'll tone it down.
Okay, I don't know. I wasn't ready for this. I didn't pregame now. Okay, the next one: chicken legs or chicken wings. Now, I know before I stopped eating meat, I definitely would have preferred wings over legs. So what about you?
Yeah, 100% the white meat.
Yeah.
Wings and the breast. Yeah. So I know.
Me too.
I know. Best friend, he'll eat chicken legs and thighs until the bone has disappeared as well. He's a magician.
I remember those days.
I don't think it stopped. but yeah, it's all wings.
Yeah,
no legs.
That's me as well.
I wish it was legs because them legs be inexpensive at the store, man. But can't do it.
Go to the store, be like quarter white with the mild sauce. So yes, definitely the white meat. Okay, that one was a little lighter. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so do you squeeze the toothpaste from the bottom where the cap is? I mean, from the top where the cap is, or from the bottom when you brush your teeth?
Up until maybe about 3 months ago, it's always been the bottom. But now we got this little thing where you put the toothpaste in and you just turn it from the bottom and it comes out. So, I mean, you turn it to to tighten it up, but it's always, but it's still from the bottom though. So the bottom.
Oh, so y'all fancy.
It ain't,
y'all got contraptions and stuff. That's nice.
But the bottom.
Okay, and I would have to say, I'm just kind of a go with the flow. Wherever my hand touches the toothpaste could take. So I mean, I haven't had anybody recently be like, well, why you do it like that? So it's just, most of the time it's kind of right in the middle, and until it gets kind of low where I have to squeeze from the bottom. Otherwise, I'm like, look, I'm just gonna go for it. As long as it come out the tube, I'm good.
Hey,
so that's how it is
whatever
over
works.
here.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right, but I might have to look up this little contraption. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, you put it. You know how like at the bottom of it, it's like about maybe a third of an inch of just hardness, whatever. You just stick that in there, and then you kind of twist it up.
Yeah.
So, whoever invented that, thank you. It works.
Okay, so now we talking about my favorite food of all time. Number one, potatoes. I love me some potatoes, and specifically French fries. So when you have your French fries, do you use ketchup or ranch? Because you know ranch has been like the new go-to type thing. So I got me like actually a little combination. So, well, I could just go ahead and...
just go right ahead.
You know, growing up, our mom used to use ketchup and hot sauce together. And I used to be like, where'd you do that? Until I tasted it, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty amazing. But then you start going to the restaurant and you get some mild sauce. So now I'm like not necessarily a ranch person with my fries unless I go to Hooters. And when I go to Hooters, I'll get cheese cup and ranch. We go there for the
so you go to Hooters for the food, right?
You know, that's me and my friends. That's like our go-to spot. She get her wings and shrimp, and I get my shrimp, and then
they have the good wings.
So that's the only time that I'm getting the ranch. I get the ranch and the cheese. Otherwise, I want hot sauce and mild sauce. So yeah, that's me. What about you?
Me,
sure.
It's ketchup, unless I'm eating wings, and then it's a mix.
Okay.
But there's a place where I'm at, and I'm not going to say the name because it may just be in my area. But if you ever had, I forgot what kind of fries they are, but not the curly, not the shoestring, but like the long rectangle ones. No, not the wedges, just like the long.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it. I know.
Just all I need is hot sauce on those. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never tried those with just hot sauce, but those that you're talking about, because I think they sell those at what's the name of that restaurant? They like a burger restaurant. It'll come to me in a minute. Okay. But they sell them because they're like bottomless, so you can get as many as you want. And I have to have barbecue sauce with those.
Well, barbecue sauce works too, but I just love. I don't know. About 15 years ago, I had some people I used to work with. They would order that and some chicken all the time, and just douse it with hot sauce. So I was like, let me try it.
Right. All right, well, cool. I'm not mad at the hot sauce. You know, people sometimes keep them like a little mini bottle in their purse or in their bag with the hot sauce. What you gonna say?
Well, speaking of that, I don't know if Santa knows that I like hot sauce, but in my stocking, there were like 3 little small bottles of hot sauce, and one of them is this habanero, or I guess your H is silent, habanero hot sauce.
Oh.
And then, I haven't opened it yet, but I know it's going to be spicy.
Right, and then fancy looking hot sauce.
Yeah, and then we've got two more other versions. I forgot what type of hot sauce it is, but yeah.
All right, yeah. So my go-to is that Louisiana hot sauce. So that's my number one favorite. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to another one. And this one, which one do you think is better? Reading the book or actually going to the movie to see the movie? So yeah, which do you prefer? The reading or the watching?
Me, the watching.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
What about you?
Me as well. Okay. I prefer to watch it. never, math is more of my forte than the actual reading. I mean, I don't mind, but yeah, I love going to the movies. So yeah, that's my thing. Movies, bowling, yeah. I'm that type of a person.
I know reading is more detailed because, and everything like that, but and you can imagine, you can use your imagination and all that.
Yeah.
But I like to watch.
Yeah. And reading kind of always puts me to sleep. Like I'll start off like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Like, especially when it comes to school, like, oh shoot, I gotta read, 3 chapters. And as soon as I start reading, all I know is all of a sudden it's the next day. I'm tired and fell asleep. So I don't know what it is about that. But I know our mom, she likes to watch movies with subtitles. So I guess she reads and watches.
Well, I'm guilty.
Oh, you do that too?
We do it too.
Oh,
yeah. And our youngest, and we watched a movie Christmas Eve, and our youngest wanted subtitles on for whatever reason.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah,
I'm used to that. I'm used to it now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
maybe because we have been watching a lot of British shows, and so we are used to it now, and we just keep it on, and it doesn't affect me anymore.
Yeah, with me, I'm not always that focused, so it's like now you really need me to have undivided attention on this show where I have to read, then I gotta look at the expressions. Like that just seems like too much work for me.
So I sit back and have a cocktail and just enjoy it. Oh, speaking of cocktail, so at the Color Purple, I'm kind of backtracking a little bit.
No problem.
What kind of theater was it? Was it where you could order food and drinks, or is it like a regular
it
old
was
school
one of
type
those
place?
Theaters where they have like the lounge seating.
Okay.
So you get to sit back, relax. They have like full entree. I mean, it's not like meals, but you can get like any type of pizza, stuff like that. They'll bring it to you on like a little tray. And, they have drinks. They actually have a bar there as well. So, and they have like this little piano that plays music on its own. Nobody's there, but like the keys would just move. It'd be like, do, 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 do. So, yeah, it's nice. It's kind of fancy. Yeah, I like that theater. I really like it. Okay, so next, let's get into, do you prefer museum or the zoo? Which one would be a better option if you had the number one place?
I say the museum.
Okay.
Because I've been into archaeology and all this stuff now on TV. There's there's some shows I watch on TV and like the planet Earth and all the stuff that I've been watching. And so I'm into museum just to explore nature and life and the different planets and stuff like that. So the museum. What about you?
I will say, I think we grew up going more to museums than we did zoos. I like the zoo, but the museum does give you more options. There are more things to see than just, the animals. So, I don't know why this one is so difficult for me. I don't know which one. I'm not really like an animal person, but it is cool to see them. And I don't even want to say that's not really their habitat, so I wouldn't say that. But it is nice to just see them. But then there is more hands-on things that you could do at a museum. So let's say the museum. Let's say the museum. Even though I think, I guess as I was younger, I spent more time in the museum. But as I got older, for some reason, I think I spent more time like at the zoo, like the teenage years and stuff like that.
With me.
Yeah. Okay, really? Yeah, I don't know why that is, but yeah, that's how that went. But I would probably say, if I had to decide now, let's just go with the museum.
Okay.
Let's go with the museum, yeah.
Sounds
but
good.
I would probably take the grandbaby maybe to the zoo before I
do y'all have where you at? Do y'all have the I can't remember what it's called, but where you can just like a drive-through zoo?
Oh, I've never heard of that.
It's kind of like you stay in the car and you drive through it, you see all the animals around you, and like sometimes you could like feed the ostriches, whatever they like come in to your car, and you have like a bag of peanuts, whatever. They come and pick at your car, and they come in and they open. If you lower it, they'll come in. Like one time we went and they stuck their head in the window and they stole the whole bag. They're like, they took the bag and ran, or whatever. They not ran, but they
right.
it off or whatever.
I've seen videos of people while they're driving and the animals are like coming up to the side and they leaning over. But I just assumed that they were like in another country. And I guess that's just my ignorance, but I didn't know
don't
that.
worry about it. Yeah, we got one about 45 minutes away from where I'm at.
Really?
45 minutes to an hour. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up, even though I don't.
Drive through.
Okay. I don't think I necessarily want them coming to my car.
I mean, you can look at the window up. You don't have to lower the window, but it's cool because I'm not talking about elephants or nothing like that, but just harmless animals, and just to see them up close and stuff like that. They come up close.
Yeah, that's cool. But then part of me, I don't know if it's the vain part, but it's like they ain't scratching up the vehicle. Like I try to come in. And it look all nice and polished till I leave now, and it's just like,
it's
up and down.
I haven't experienced that. We've gone, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 times, but it's cool. It's really cool to go experience that. Because they're kind of in a natural habitat because it's outside and it's like big. It's thousands of acres. So but it's enclosed with thousands of acres. You go up hills, down hills, and so there are all types of animals out there. You get a chance to see and experience.
I know we kind of like off track, and we're supposed to be doing these questions, but I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
So, are you like following a trail? And what if you want to get off a trail?
Yes.
Okay, because like, say I'm not into haunted houses. So like when I went into a haunted house, it was like, oh, where's the first exit? So what if I'm like on this trail and I'm like, nope, this is not for me. I'm panicking. Can I leave?
I think that there's a trail. I think like there's different points where you can like make a right or something and go toward the exit and stuff like that. So I think it's something like that.
Yes, man. I might need that. I might be like, that one got a little bit too close. Okay.
Just put you in the trunk. Then close the trunk. Put you in the back.
I know, right? I definitely have to be in the middle seat in the back because I don't know.
But if you know what, next time you come visit, we'll for sure take you.
Yeah, I was more adventurous as I was younger. I mean, that's part of like my sign that we're adventurous. But as I got older, it's like, I don't know. Like, you sure you want me to do that? So
I mean, if it comes to water, it's a definite no when it comes to water. But something like that, something like this, you have control over. So
that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm sure we probably do have one. I don't see why we wouldn't if there are other places. So I'm gonna have to look that up.
I don't know if it's like a wildlife safari, maybe something like that. I don't know what it's called, but maybe do a search for that and see what city or states they may be in.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Okay, something to think about. All right, moving right along. Do you think it's better or safer, or which would you prefer to travel by car or plane? I guess with me, I probably would have said plane growing up, but then I had this bad experience, and it didn't have nothing to do with plane. It had something to do with me doing something I should not have been doing. Then got on the plane, and then it was like, oh, now I'm afraid of flying. Even though I've gotten on since then, but I don't know. I think I might have vertigo too, because like when I get on the plane, it's like I got to be like this. I got to be like. One thing that I have to breathe, but it's just like going up. And once we reach, that certain level and we leveled out, then I'm fine. It's just that pressure when, you're going up and you get sucked in, and I'm like, But after that, I'm okay.
Yeah, for me, at this age, it's all about flying. Because I'm not a road trip guy.
Yeah.
Because I like to be in control. And so if it's a road trip, I gotta be driving.
Yeah.
But I get tired, man. So and cause you gotta focus on all the stuff and everything like that. Because as a passenger, that freaks me out. As being a passenger in the car, because I have no control over. I'm like, look at that. I'm like, hey, watch all that stuff. So I say plane, even though, like you said, the taking off and land. The landing is cool, but the taking off,
I'm okay with landing.
Taking off, it gets me, and then the turbulence really gets me. Where I'm just like, oh shit, I'm just, I'm just freaking out with all the turbulence and everything like that. But I still like the plane better. I still like the plane, and I like to look over the, depending upon where you are, whether if you're looking at mountains or whatever. But I like to fly. No road trips for me anymore. No, I take that back. No more than 5 or 6 hours.
Okay, yes, that's true too. Yeah, I could go up to 5, but only up to 5 if I know like the path, if I've been there before. Because I don't like the unknown. Because I think it has to do now as I got older with heights. That all of a sudden now I'm like afraid of heights, and then like with a possible vertigo, because now it's like I don't want to go over no bridges that are too high up. Like if I can't see anything as I'm looking to my left and my right, then we too high. Like that's a problem for me. Yeah, and I don't want to go over any bridges and any mountains, none of that.
What about a water bridge? Like where you look to the left, there's water. You look to the right, there's water.
I'm okay with that if I could see something.
Okay.
So, because it's like if I could see something out there, even if I could just see trees, as long as I could see something, I'm like, oh, okay, well, we can't be too high because
Well, how about this thing?
Don't play with me.
I'll just...
Don't add another fear to me.
No. It's about this, what you say. So, no, I'm just like, so next time, let's say we go on a road trip.
Okay.
Well, I have someone just do a painting of trees and we put it on the windows.
Wow.
Oh, wow, look at that beautiful tree.
Or as soon as we hit the bridge, because if I see it there all along, I won't know.
Okay. All right. We have the window lowered, and all of a sudden, here comes the bridge. You raise it up, and there's trees. Let's do it like that.
That'll probably work. Yes. Right. But I'm telling you, because there are like 2 bridges out here where it's like, it's too high. One time I had to pull over to the side because I was like panicking, like, wait a minute, because I got on at first, so that told me what it was like, and I was like, oh no, this ain't gonna work. So it's like, how in the heck am I gonna get back home? Trying to find alternate routes. And it's funny because I did drive out of the way to try to go a different path, but then it was another bridge that was even worse, so then I had to turn back and go to the previous one, because at least that one I knew what it was like. So yeah,
that freaks me out, man. You just telling me that story. Okay.
Right. I don't know where this came from.
Okay. But, what about under bridge? Like if you go from like Michigan to Canada, I don't know if it's like this anymore, but you would have to drive under. You'd be under a tunnel.
I don't know, because I haven't.
Well, that you're underneath something, and you just drive in this.
I don't know, because just thinking about that kind of like unlocks some fears. Now you got me a little claustrophobic. Like now I'm like, how the heck can I escape? And then how long is this gonna last that I'm gonna be under? Is this just a couple of seconds? At least with the bridge, I know it's like 1 to 2 minutes. I know I can drive. I know if I'm like in the middle lane, then there are people on the side of me. So I just have straight tunnel vision where I'm just looking at the car in front of me. That's all. I have to focus on something. So I'm looking at the car in front of me and I'm just driving. And I roll the window down because I need some fresh air to help me breathe. So
if it's only a couple, if it's just a couple minutes, you're good.
Yeah, if it's just a couple of minutes, I can go to a bridge underground. But
no, unfortunately, I think it's going under the tunnel. It's a little longer than 2 minutes, I think. So I'm sorry. It's
gonna be a problem. Somebody's gonna have to be like,
knock you out.
Okay.
They
can be like, why don't you go ahead and watch that movie? So that way, or put your head down so I can just be like this. But you got to tell me way in advance so I don't see it. So I'm just seeing everything normal, and then let me know, and then that way I'll never know when we went through it, and I'll be okay. So it's like if I don't know it's there, then it's not gonna bother me. But once I see it, it's like wait, slow down. It's like you started when you start panicking and you get nervous. So I don't know. Ooh. But I know I've been through into Canada, so I'm assuming that I had to have gone through it, but I was younger then, so then it probably didn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I remember, I think either going to Canada, we were like crossed it above, and then coming back we went under, or you could have a choice. I forgot how it was, but this was a long time ago for me.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely been years since we've done that, so I have no idea what it's like now, but now that I know, I probably won't be going. So we don't have to worry about that.
No. You could definitely go above. So don't let that hinder you if you want to go to Canada.
Too high above, like we just talked about this.
No. Just like going like if you cross. If you like cross the border to Mexico, you just go through it's kind of like a tollway. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
If you're going,
that's fine.
Yeah,
I could do that.
So
I just knew you were going, when you said like mini ones, I thought it was going to be like the Tabasco sauce. So, but that looked different. That was fancy. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I never got into Tabasco sauce per se.
Yeah, neither.
Just that taste. But yeah, I like different types of hot sauce. Actually, one time for Christmas, I did get a DIY kit to make hot sauce. But I never took advantage of it though. But yeah,
it happens.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, no, just like my Aero garden I got last Christmas. Said I just opened up the box today. Yeah, Excuse.
Yeah, hear me.
I heard you, but I don't know what you did, but I heard you.
Okay. That's funny. Yeah, my light ain't on. I was actually laying down taking a nap, and I set my timer. I was like, all right. No, wait, give me a second, because I don't like the way that looked. As soon as the light came on, it started showing how I messed up on something. Hold on, give me a second.